Right now, we need to cross over to Cote d'Ivoire, where we have Aaron Akerejola and Ebi Eyimon joining us to give us updates on sports stories. Good morning, Aaron and Ebi. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Ayo. And I must say that the tournament is waxing stronger. We've ended one phase of the tournament, and we are about to begin the next phase. But in the meantime, there is a bit of a hiatus. Today and tomorrow we'll witness a bit of a break, huge reprieves for the team to probably sit back, look back at what actually happened in the group phases in the round robin stage, and begin plotting their preparation. Round of 16 is upon us. 16 teams have actually qualified for this next round, with some, like the Teranga Lions of Senegal, Cabo Verde, and not forgetting Equatorial Guinea, shining like a million stars, while some just went by. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, and the likes just didn't live up to the high billing. Of course, also putting into that particular mix the Pharaohs of Egypt. But one thing is certain, we all know the opponents for the round of 16. And for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, will begin the round of 16 by 9 p.m. on Saturday against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. It is a late fixture because early in that day will be Angola against Namibia. And the winners of Angola against Namibia will have the opportunity to take on Nigeria against Cameroon. So the Super Eagles can fancy the chances that they can get into the quarterfinals of this particular competition. But speaking about the quarterfinals of the competition, one particular team that we're hoping to get this far got a huge shot and a huge boost yesterday. The Elephants of Ivory Coast, they thought it was almost over. As a matter of fact, they were already weeping and actually gnashing their teeth and counting their losses. They spent over $1 billion executing this particular tournament. They were hoping to probably host and win, but their hopes were dashed. And ultimately, yesterday, the Atlas Lions of Morocco decided to give them a lifeline. And there were wild celebrations in the scene, gyrations into the morning, because what was deferred hope now became a reality. And they will be playing in the last 16. But I must say they will be cursing their luck, because they are actually playing against the best team in the tournament at the moment. They are the Teranga Lions of Senegal. They put in a masterful performance, 9 points out of 9, scoring a flurry of goals, with Sadio Mane leading the charges, and of course the captain of the side, Koulibaly, ensuring that that team are as good as they come, conceding just one goal, in the group stage. Ebi, at the moment, he's looking dicey, but Ivory Coast have some bad news, no thanks to the fact that they've decided to pull the trigger.
Well, very bad news for them, Ivory Coast. As they're celebrating, they also have to be conscious of the fact that their coach has been sacked. That's Jean-Louis Gasset. He's been sacked leading up to the round of 16 clash, a clash that so many will definitely put Senegal as the favorite over the host nation. Now they will have to use one of the ex-coach's assistant, that's Emma's Fair, as the interim coach for that game. The question is, who sacks a coach leading on to a crucial game like Senegal versus Ivory Coast? Hopefully, hopefully it pays well for them. But another sad news broke out in the wee hours of Wednesday morning, where the bus conveying journalists from Yamoussoukro to Abidjan got involved in a crash, which saw so many of these journalists injured. Two sustained very serious injuries. We had other journalists in shock. The minister and other ministers went to visit these journalists. But now the question is for these AFCON journalists who go in the bus, because Aaron, we know that buses convey journalists from match venues to match venues. What are the precautions? How should these drivers be talked to? Because we've even had some incidences ourselves on the bus where we saw some electric wires spark in the AC while going to Nigeria's last game. We've seen bus drivers actually drop journalists on the way. So I think precautions should be put in place for an avoidance of reoccurrence.
All right, precautions need to put in place. Before we hand it over to you, of course, like we said, today being Thursday and tomorrow being Friday, will be days of rest here, and it will also give the organizers, Kokan and the rest of them, the ability to assess, appraise all that happened in the group stages, and more importantly, press the reset button, because the round of 16 is, if you snooze, you lose. Literally, there are no second takes this time around. You need to put your best foot forward if you want to get through to the quarterfinals of this particular competition.
Okay, most unfortunately, the accident involving over 50 journalists between Abidjan and Yamoussoukro. That happened at 2:35 a.m. Maybe part of the precaution that should be taken should be to make sure that journalists are not taken from match venue to match venue at night when the driver may probably be drowsy. I'm just speculating, but it's most unfortunate that happened. And 4 Nigerian journalists were injured in that particular incident. And then as for coaches, yes, Algeria has also sacked their coach. Ivory Coast has sacked their own. The Tunisian coach has sacked himself. He said because his contract is to take the team to the semi-finals. Having not done so, he says, well, let him submit his resignation. I hope Nigeria can learn from this, because Pesero now, if he doesn't deliver, we will sit here. People like Aaron will be saying, well, maybe we give him a second chance. Maybe the NFF wants to give him another opportunity. If anybody does not deliver, they should follow the example of the Tunisian manager and just give us a letter of resignation. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.